Mohinderji, dignitaries on the dais, friends, IOC members, brothers and sisters, friends from the media, thank you all for coming here today. It's been a fantastic visit. It's been fantastic because of the love and affection that the Indian community has shown to us over the last 5 or 6 days. It makes me very, very proud when I come here and I see all of you representing our country. Makes me proud because of the way you have behaved, the humility that you have shown, the acceptance that has been given to you. You didn't come here, any of you, none of you came here arrogantly. आप हिंदुस्तान से अहंकार नहीं लाए. You came here with limited means and you built something fantastic, something wonderful. And all of you have different journeys, none more or less important than the other. The other thing that you did was accepted the culture of the United States, the language of the United States, the history of the United States, the diverse religions of the United States. You did not come here and fight or abuse the culture, the religion, the history of the United States. So for us, you and millions of you, millions like you, are ambassadors, people who represent our country and people who represent a particular view of our country. Because as you know, there is a fight going on back home. A fight between two ideologies, one that we represent, and the other, of course, that the BJP and the RSS represents. I think the simplest way to describe this fight is on one side you have Mahatma Gandhi, and on the other side you have Nathuram Godse. That's the best, most precise way. Most precise way that I can say it. On one side, a brave man, NRI like you. In fact, probably the most impactful NRI that India has had in many, many years. Humble man, simple man, but a man who believed in the future, who believed in India, propagated non-violence, and searched for the truth. That's the ideology that we follow. That's the ideology that all of you follow in this room. And then on the other side, Nathuram Godse, violent, angry, unable to face the reality of his own life. You see, the reason he shot Gandhi was that he could not face his own life. And so he had to take his anger out on somebody. And he chose to take his anger out on the essence, on the man who represented the essence of India. So that is the fight. Gandhiji was forward-looking, modern, open-minded. Godse only spoke of the past. He never spoke of the future, only spoke of the past. He was angry, hateful, and frankly, he was scared. At the heart, he was a coward. Right? And he was unable to deal with his life. On the other hand, Gandhiji faced the biggest force on the planet, a superpower, more powerful than the United States is today. And he faced it because he followed the truth and he was humble. And you're all following in the footsteps of Mahatma Gandhi, Ambedkar ji, Sardar Patel ji, Jawaharlal Nehru. This is who you learn from. And this is who you represent. And I can go back in history. If we want to talk about humility, I can go back. I don't need to stop at Mahatma Gandhi because Mahatma Gandhi also learned from some other people. It is not that Mahatma Gandhi ji was the person who invented this. Before Mahatma Gandhi, if there are friends here from Karnataka, there is Basavana. If there are friends here from Kerala, there is Narayana Guru. If there are friends here from Punjab, there is Guru Nanak ji. There is Buddha. There is a list of people. I mentioned Dr. Ambedkar. Jai Bhim. Right? And so there's a long list. And if you look at the essence of all these people, you take any one of them, you take Ambedkar ji, you take Mahatma Gandhi, you take Guru Nanak ji, all the giants that have emerged from India, you can see that there are certain qualities that all of them have. First of all, and most important, they search for and represent and fight for the truth. Ambedkar ji fought for the truth of what Dalits in India were facing. And the second thing is, all these people are humble. There is no arrogance to be found in these people. And that is how you have worked in the United States. That's why you're successful. Everybody says, oh, the Indian community is so successful, Indian community is so intelligent. No. The reason the Indian community is successful here is because the Indian community has respected the United States, the people of the United States, the customs of the United States, and has embraced them. You have embraced the United States. You've embraced the people of the United States. That is the heart of your success. So I commend you for that. I respect you for that, and I honor you for that. Now, back home we have a problem. And I will tell you the problem. Simple. BJP and the RSS are incapable of looking at the future. They are incapable. उनसे आप कुछ भी पूछो वो पीछे की ओर देखते हैं. उनसे पूछो भैया ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट क्यों हुआ, कहेंगे भैया वो देखो कांग्रेस ने 50 साल पहले ये किया. भैया टेक्स्ट बुक्स में से आपने पीरियोडिक टेबल एवोल्यूशन क्यों निकाल दिया, भैया कांग्रेस पार्टी ने 60 साल पहले ये किया. इट इज इमीडिएट, देयर इमीडिएट रिस्पॉन्स, भैया पीछे देखो. नाउ you think about it. All of you came here by car, using your cars. Imagine if the only thing you did was look in the rear view mirror. If 24 ghanta, when you were driving the car, you looked at the rear view mirror, could you drive your car? You'd be having one accident after the other. The passenger would be saying, भैया क्या कर रहे हो, मरवा दिया आपने. Right? That is the phenomena of Narendra Modi ji. He is trying to drive the car, the Indian car, and he only looks in the rear view mirror. And then he does not understand why this car is crashing, not moving forward. And it's the same idea with the BJP, with the RSS, all of them. You listen to them. You listen to their ministers, you listen to the Prime Minister, you will never find them talking about the future. They will only talk about the past. And they will always blame somebody else for the past. So, I remember a train accident when the Congress party was in power. The Congress party did not get up and say, now it is the fault of the British that the train has crashed. No, the Congress minister, I remember, said, it is my responsibility the train has crashed, I'm resigning. Right? So this is the problem that we have back home. That we make excuses and we are not accepting the reality we're faced with. The reality we're faced with is our unemployment numbers and the fact that we need to make sure that all our youngsters are productive and get a job. And I believe, and one of the reasons I have come here is because I believe that if we want to build an India where the vast majority of our youngsters are employed, one of the things we have to think about is the bridge between India and the United States. What does it look like? What does our partnership focus on? And how do we compete with the challenge the Chinese have placed on the table? What is our view on the revolution in mobility? What is our view on the revolution on data and connectivity? And what is our view on the transformation that is taking place in the energy system of the world? These are the things that we should be discussing. And this is what... Namaskar. Have a nice day. So, नहीं देखिए ना, this is, you have to understand, this is Congress party's power. This is Congress party's power. We are ready to, we are not being violent, we are not being aggressive, right? We are not being nasty. That is our strength. Am I not right? Did we shout at him and say, no? No, we didn't. we will not change our behavior. We will not change our behavior. Because you cannot, the thing is, you cannot, please understand, you cannot cut hatred with hatred. It's impossible. Right? It is impossible to do. I'm not interested in trying to cut hatred with hatred. मैंने बोला था, नफरत के बाजार में मोहब्बत की दुकान. आपका काम नफरत फैलाने का है, हमारा काम मोहब्बत फैलाने का है. हम आपके लिए आपका काम थोड़ी करेंगे, हम तो अपना काम करेंगे. Right? So that is what we have to work on. There is a challenge in India. There is an attack on the democratic structure of our country. Full-scale attack on our institutions, on our judiciary, on our media, and it is your responsibility and our responsibility to defend the idea of India. And the idea of India, the central piece of the idea of India, is our constitution and our democracy. Modern India cannot exist without our constitution and without our democracy. Right? So, what excites me in this type of a meeting, that I come here and I see people, thousands and thousands of people, who believe in the idea of India, who believe in the democratic principles of our country, who believe in the constitution, who believe that we should be affectionate to each other, that we should love each other. And I must tell you, it gives me tremendous strength when I see you, and I see the way you behave, and I see the way you act. Because in each of your hearts, there is India. आप ले घूमते हो, आप 24 घंटे अपने दिल में हिंदुस्तान को लिए घूमते हो. राइट? एंड वो कौन सा हिंदुस्तान लिए घूमते हो? वो मोहब्बत वाला हिंदुस्तान. एक दूसरे की इज्जत करने वाला, एक दूसरे की मदद करने वाला, गले लगने वाला हिंदुस्तान आप लिए घूमते हो 24 घंटा. मैंने देखा है, इसी ट्रिप पे मैंने देखा. You see a person from another culture, you'll help them immediately. You'll not ask, Acha, what religion are you? What community are you from? What are you wearing? No. You'll say, if you need my help, I don't care which religion you're from. I'm Indian and I'm going to help you. So, to be nasty to people, to be arrogant, to be violent, these are not Indian values. They're simply not Indian values. If they were Indian values, why would we be celebrating Mahatma Gandhi, Guru Nanak, Ambedkar, Basavana, Narayana Guru? Why? Because they represented the values that we appreciate. We celebrate them because we believe in what they said. And so this is a new fashion that has come. That to express Indianness, you have to be hateful. To express Indianness, you have to be abusive. To express Indianness, you have to beat people. No, that's not Indianness. That's something else. And we refuse to accept that as Indian. Right? So that's the message I want to leave you with. I have one thing, Sam, that I was thinking. Now, I've come to New York. We were in California. But there's a lot of diaspora people living in different parts of the United States. And I think the next time I come, you must take me to some other cities. You know, maybe Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, right? Yeah, because my intention is to build a relationship with you. My intention is to have a relationship with you, a affectionate, loving relationship with you, where you can say to me that, Rahul, this is what we think. Rahul, this is how you should think about the relationship with the United States. This is what is important. This is what we need to focus on. I'm not interested so much in telling you what I believe. I don't want to do Man Ki Baat over here. Right? I am interested in आपके मन में क्या है. I am interested not in looking at the rear view mirror, but looking in front and saying, brothers and sisters, how do we move forward effectively? And how as a country do we spread affection, love and affection? How are we kind to people? That's what I am interested in. And that's the knowledge that you have. There's huge talent in all of you. Today, just in the last meeting, a young girl came up to me and she said, Rahul ji, there's so much I want to do for my country. I'm a Stanford graduate. But you know, I don't like the atmosphere back home. I don't like the anger, the hatred that has been spread back home. I'm concerned about going back as a young girl. That's not the India we want. The India we want is where this young lady says, I want to go back home because there's love, affection, peace, harmony in my country. And the talent, look, the central architect of modern India was an NRI. Mahatma Gandhi was an NRI. The freedom movement of India, we might not like to say this, the freedom movement of India began in South Africa. Right? And you can see all our leaders in the freedom movement. My great-grandfather, Nehru ji, NRI. Ambedkar ji, NRI. Sardar Patel, NRI. Subhash Chandra Bose, NRI. All of them NRIs. Right? And people who had an open mind to the outside world, who came to England in those days, came to America and said, these are interesting ideas we need to take back home. Right? So that's what I expect from you. You are I would say, the next generation, future generation Mahatma Gandhis. Future generation Ambedkars. Future generation Sardar Patels. And your role is to take your talent, immense talent. Maybe sometimes my criticism of you might be that you even underestimate what talent you have. Maybe that I can say. That you don't even understand the level of talent that you have and the capability that you have. And that is what you have to bring to play. You can do it in America. You can do it back home. You can do it building a bridge between America and India. So that is what I wanted to tell you. I am at your service. I love all of you. I love all of you. I love what you do. Yeah. अच्छा, can I ask you a question? छोटा सा सवाल मैं पूछना चाहता हूं. आपने बीजेपी के मीटिंग में कभी आई लव यू सुना है? कभी सुना है? कांग्रेस के लोग एक दूसरे बात करते हैं, आई लव यू ब्रदर, आई लव यू ब्रदर, आई लव यू ब्रदर. तो ये हिंदुस्तान है. नफरत के बाजार में मोहब्बत की दुकान. थैंक यू.